Hey, what's up, this is Josh Ellis. I'm kicking it at the Don Caesar Hotel with some of the biggest fitness authors in the world and doing my best to bring you some really killer interviews. Take care. Hey, this is Josh Ellis. I am here with Valerie Waters, who's trained some of the hottest, most banging action hero babes in Hollywood. And I wanted to ask you, banging. I wanted to ask you, like, what's an average day food-wise for one of your action hero babes?
Well, I think, my action hero babes are a lot like my regular clients, where they want to look sexy and great, when they're chasing down the bad guys, so they've got to be lean, sexy, and strong. And obviously, to be lean, you can't be eating junk all the time. But it's really, I'm not a big calorie counter, and I don't do points or anything like that. But I do believe in getting rid of the processed food. It's just there's no way to be an action hero babe and be eating sugar and white flour. And so it's as much about being lean as having energy, by the way, because a lot of my clients, especially when they're actually filming their action roles, it takes a lot of energy, and they often have to do scenes over and over. So not only are they working 15 to 18 hours a day, they're chasing down the bad guys 25 times or something like that. You know? So it's kind of about managing their energy level, and if they were eating too much sugar and things like that, they'd be crashing.
Right. Totally.
And so. Much like my Red Carpet Ready program, it's 3 meals and 2 to 3 snacks per day. But it's really focusing on the lean protein, chicken, fish, eggs, and lots of vegetables. And if they're already at their goal weight, then we add back in, things like brown rice and sweet potatoes are always in there as a carb. But we typically don't have a lot of bread when they're getting ready, like, for a scene. Although, if they were in off season, you could have a little bit if it's whole grain or what have you. But it's really watching those starchy carbs is what's going to keep them the leanest and keep their energy level and feeling good. And in order for them to be able to stay on that diet, they need to be prepared. And so they're trained to pack snacks, bring food with them.
That's so huge.
It's huge for everybody. I think that you can't assume that you're going to be able to get good nutrition wherever you go. And
can't leave it to chance.
You can't leave it to chance. I like to say that. And then also just drink lots of water. So, it sounds so basic because you've probably heard this before, but the basics are what makes a difference. And so you've got to be, before you get into all the supplements and things like that, and there's certain things, I do believe in taking fish oil, I do believe in your super greens, I do believe in chia seeds. So I have certain supplements that I'm a strong proponent of, but if you don't start with good nutrition in the beginning, the supplements aren't going to save you, So
it's almost like they're like bonus if everything's going well, but they're not going to do it for you.
So start with real food, get rid of the crap. Sorry, the junk, and you will start to feel better almost immediately, and you won't. I know people think that they're addicted to carbs or this and that. You're addicted to carbs because you're eating them all the time, and once you get off that junk food habit,
let's get off crack.
It becomes easier, and I know it's hard to believe when you're in those first 4 or 5 days of it, but it really does get easier once you kind of pass through that window. And
it's good to say that, though, because it is gonna suck at first. It does. It's gonna suck at first.
Especially if you've really been eating a lot of processed foods. But even I find that people who think that they're eating pretty good, they eat a lot of fruit or bread and things like that, and they switch them over to more vegetables for their carbohydrate. You'll have a bumpy couple days, and then you pass through, and then you feel great.
Very cool. Thank you, Val. That was great.
Thanks,
Perfect.
Josh. Bye, everybody.
Catch you later.